Matt Mosley of Fox Sports Southwest, ESPN Radio with GAC, and
that's it.
Is there more?
No, I think you covered it all right there.
I said, like, it was like a year ago, and I said, I've got to be the only guy who's working for CBS, Fox, ESPN, and I got 1,000 emails saying, don't forget about Mosley. He represents anybody that'll pay him.
At some point, though, you wake up and realize you've gone through just about everybody.
Right.
So you always need to keep somebody out there. So, yeah.
You feel like you're the Zsa Zsa Gabor of... That was trombone.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
that was a nice moment.
I was so focused on getting Matt Mosley to talk that I missed the boat on...
You want to go run chase him?
We'll get him next.
Get him on the run.
Get him in the playoffs. Your program, Randy Galloway's fine program, had Charles Barkley on not that long ago, and Barkley, who's prone to making hyperbolic announcements, announced that Dirk Nowitzki was, I believe he said he was dead.
Yeah.
Dead, done, something.
Yeah.
Would you like to defend the position of your fine program?
Well, our program, I don't think agreed with that at all. And he basically, Barkley was saying that Father Time catches everybody. And he, again, and Charles has been very consistent. He loved the Mavericks last year when people doubted them. This year he thinks they're done. He just thinks they don't have a chance. And a lot of it is he can't let go of the Tyson Chandler thing. And he thinks it was a bad thing. And he knows, you know, in addition to with the defense, all the intangibles and all the leadership that he brought, you know, to say Dirk Nowitzki is done, maybe that was Chuck just getting away, you know, kind of getting away from himself and forgetting that the fact Dirk's only what, 33?
33.
And so, I mean, I know what he's talking about. He's talking about how players fall off, you know, their games fall off, and then they have them, you know, flashbacks. And I even heard him today. He's not even backing off totally. He's saying that these 33-point games that you've seen recently from Dirk are just sort of flashbacks, and it'll happen every once in a while. I would think that Dirk, after going through a difficult stretch, and there may be some more periods where he goes through this, but to me, he's looking like the guy that's going to be able to give you 23, 24 tonight, or whatever you need on a given night.
Okay, can I give you 3 points of argument?
Yeah, sure.
Point A, guys don't fall off the cliff. And Barkley on your show goes, you know what happened to me? It didn't happen to him. He didn't fall off a cliff. He went from 23 to 20 to 16 points a game. He never fell off a cliff.
Well, to him, maybe it felt like falling off a cliff.
Okay, well, I hate to let facts get in the way of your fancy radio show.
No,
but the fact is
that never do that.
That 4 years after Barkley was great, he had 4 more years where you're still good.
But he didn't feel like an elite player. He still, at that point, wanted to be among the top 5 or 6 players in the NBA, and he wasn't that anymore.
All right, but
I think Dirk still, at least, is, you know, the top, what, 5 to 7 players in the
He's still the best player on a championship contender. He's that.
Yeah.
Okay, point number 2. Barkley won't let go of the Tyson Chandler thing, but here's what makes me think that Chuck doesn't actually watch very many Mavericks games. He also won't let go of the Deshaun Stevenson issue. He thinks Deshaun Stevenson is the reason.
And I heard him one night say that Deshaun Stevenson was, I think, their best perimeter defender, and I think in that moment, when it happens live, you've done a lot of live TV in your day. Sometimes you make statements you regret. And
I regret this haircut, which I got the day of a TV appearance, and I didn't know what I was thinking. Look at it.
What'd you tell them on that? I mean, I'd like to kind of know what your instructions.
The true story is 2 ladies came up with me and came up to me while I was getting a haircut and said, 2 workers there, and said, "Are you in the fish tank on Fox?" And I said, "Yes." And they said, "Well, you tell Bob and Dana and Matt hi," and that's the truth. We're pretty damn close to it. Point number 3.
I don't think people.
Did you watch?
Brought up the fish tank.
Did you watch? They did bring up the fish tank.
Okay.
I'm making up the part about when you say hi to Matt Mosley for us, the ladies.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, in tonight's victory over the Clippers, did you notice one other thing about Dirk? He wasn't wearing the knee thingy anymore, and that's a scoop. You can write that on Fox Sports Southwest. So downhill Dirk doesn't even have the knee sleeve on anymore.
I think that's a good sign, and everything about the way he finished that game. He had rough stretches, and that's going to happen to him. But still, who do you look for when the game's on the line? He hits the big bucket with 41 seconds to go, and I will write about that, and I won't credit you.
Do
on
it.
On
that sleeve thing. All right,
the sleeve thing. Yeah, I may lead with that, in fact.
Thanks, kid. Matt Mosley of Fox Sports Southwest.
Yeah.
ESPN, GAC, and anybody else that'll pay us.
Exactly.
All right, kid. Thank you.
Okay.